What's up, everyone? SconzE's here, Yakuza Kiwami's here, and the phone is ringing. The phone will also be right here. Okay, it's Date. So you made it out okay. Cool. I made it out okay. But can't say the same for the rest of, like, the 100 people that were on scene. Yes, we will have to talk later. As long as you live, too. Stop at Stardust first? Oh! Thanks, Date. Dude, Date? I love him. I gotta say, I think my favorite character in the game is Kiryu, probably. Yeah, no, he is. He definitely is. But I'd say my, like, other two favorite characters, without a doubt, are Date and Shinji. Shinji's a great, good buddy, and dude, Date, he's a good guy. He does the right thing. You know, he's a cop who, you know, he looks for the truth. He doesn't succumb to, like, the, you know, the bullshit of his higher ups. He's like, nah, the truth shall be revealed. Also, we got crazy upgrades. Let's get it. Abilities. Why did I have trouble finding that? Let's finally get our damage upgrade. That'll be huge. Huge. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to click. The damage was... Wait, where's the damage boost? Wait, I was wrong. This wasn't damage boost. It was just this. Prevent all damage from performing a resist when heat gauge. I guess that's pretty awesome, though. So I guess it wasn't technically a waste. Alright, then I want to do soul powers. Run during climax mode, you won't recoil even when attacked. Oh, that's pretty good. What about this one? Increase climax heat gauge, allows for heat actions that require... Huh. Durability is not decreased. No, I don't need that. Increase the maximum amount of heat gauge. No. Boost counter damage in heat mode. Huh. Okay. Increases climax heat gauge. Ooh. Alright, let's do that. Unless... What is this? No. No. Okay. Let's do this. Like that one. And then there was another one that caught my eye. Not that one. Boost counter damage. Yeah. Yeah. Those are good. Those are good. Alright. As we enter Stardust, there was an analogy I was going to make in the last episode. But then the cutscenes were getting, like, actually, like, really, like, good and important. So I was just like, alright, I need to, like, focus on it. But it was about, I was talking about, like, different shows and stuff, specifically like animes, and how I was like, I prefer to have good characters over like good story. And then I was gonna talk about the easiest way to like put it for me with stuff was like Friday the 13th. Those moves. Whoa, I just got 300,000 yen. Oh, thanks, buddies. But like, so the whole thing with Friday the 13th is that like I'm more of a fan of Jason Voorhees than I am Friday the 13th. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't necessarily care for the movie. I just like watching Jason. I like seeing him. He's cool. I mean, to be fair, with all those slasher movies of that era, the movies themselves aren't really that great for the most part. They're enjoyable. They're good watches, you know, if you're into that kind of thing. However, it's not like, oh, yes, now this is cinema. But, like, point being, you know, I'm the kind of guy, like, who appreciates a good character, first and foremost. Alright, so what's going on here? This is a last chance, free time before the final showdown. It's recommended that you create save data here, just in case you know. Believe me, I know. Alright, so, let me, I got a little message on the phone. Okay. Well, first, save game. So this is going to be it, guys. The finale. This is the finale. It may not be the finale episode, though, depending on... Well, if it's more than just a fight, if we have to go through a whole place. If they pull some ape escape bullshit on us again. Alright, but I need my items. Also, can I use my cell phone? Yes, I have a message. Kiryu-chan, I heard you and your boys ended Shimano. If you think that's an issue, it ain't. Shimano fights were his own, even if I avenged him. Fact is, he lost to you, and me killing you does nothing, so it's business as usual. For me, and I got my eye on you. Be ready, Kiryu-chan. That's all. Alright. Well, like, Kiryu doesn't, we don't even respond to the text, we just leave him on red. Alright, we do have to continue the story, but we gotta go to... We gotta get to item box. Where's... Are they on the map? Does it just show me where the closest one is? Item box? Item box? Okay, I guess that's like the closest one. I wish I could just use the item box from wherever, but I guess that wouldn't really be fair. But what I really wish is I could just have unlimited items on me. Alright, this is where we started the game too. This was like the first episode, right? No, don't beat me up. Alright, here we go. This is what I want. Heat dramatically, increase, charge up your heat. No. I need, yeah, restore health to the maximum level. I need that. Here, free space. We gotta keep our lucky, was it IE? Yeah, II. We gotta keep our lucky II on us. The bento. It just charges up heat, which is helpful. However, it's the food that we need. I don't see anything else for food, so we'll just put this one in, and I'll save an open spot. Alrighty, guys. Let me know, have you enjoyed this series so far? Did you like it? This game, I'm glad we're, you know, making it to the end. Finally got to experience Yakuza for myself. Because I'd known about this series for... at least a couple of years, I think I've known about this game. Yeah, at least a couple of years. But I never played them. But it always, like, seems pretty cool. And it is. It's a good game. It's a good game. I complain a lot about the combat, and rightfully so. And it's not just me. I felt so much better, dude, when I found out, when I searched online. If you've been watching this whole series, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I mentioned it in one of the other episodes. But when oh no, do not return to title screen, no thank you. But when I searched up online about the combat, and everyone online was like, yeah, this combat is garbage, I was like, thank goodness it's not me, and it is the majority of people who play this game. Alright, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. Can you give me can you do me a huge favor and give me a cutscene, by the way? Just give me a cutscene. Alright, guys. So, you just missed a crazy final chapter, and you could thank, yeah, you see right there? That's what you guys missed. You can thank the game developers for it. So, basically... what happened was, well, I didn't know this, but as soon as we started the final chapter, the gameplay recording paused. I looked online. Apparently in all the Yakuza games, they blocked the final chapter. You can't record it all. At first I'm thinking, oh, are they just doing it for the cutscene? I was like, yeah, we've had that in games before. Certain cutscenes are blocked. In most cases, it's like every cutscene is blocked in those type of games. So I'm thinking like, oh, okay, like... they're just doing it at the end here. And then we get into the fight, and that's blocked too. I'm like, excuse me? And for like the whole, like, I played the whole final chapter. It took me, I don't know, maybe an hour. Felt like about an hour. Whole thing was blocked. I don't know why they had to block fights. I don't understand why. I get cutscenes, sure. But yeah, game developers... are we serious? Because if you're gonna do that shit, just block the whole game. Block the whole fucking game, you want to do that. Because now, honestly, had I known we wouldn't be able to record the ending of the game, I probably wouldn't have even done this series. I'm glad I played the game. I did enjoy it. But, like, if I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do the ending on the channel, I would have never even started it, because I'd have been like, oh, we don't always finish games, but I at least would like the opportunity to. What's Premium Adventure? New Game Plus. Start using Game Clear. Yeah, sure. I guess. Start this up. We'll just, so I'm gonna do my best to explain the story, or explain the final chapter, what happened since, oh, bar's looking good. Surprised considering the owner is no longer with us. Okay, well, yeah, we'll just walk around town we'll take a little stroll as I tell the story of the final chapter. It was crazy, a lot of twists and turns. So it starts off, we're walking to, oh wait, do I still have, oh my gosh, wait, we have so much abilities. I want to see, it doesn't matter because I'm not playing this game, so it doesn't matter what I use it on. But I'm curious if there's like a trophy for completing a full thing. Let's see. No trophy for completing a full section? Wow. Okay. I'm not even gonna, alright, I'm not even gonna bother with the rest, because, like I said, I'm not playing this game anymore. Anyways, so, we walk towards the tower with Haruka. We're gonna go see Yumi at the bar, and then before we got to go do that, a bunch of street thugs pulled up and were like, the fourth chairman, Nishikiyama, is gonna pay a lot of money for killing you, so we're gonna kill you and get rich. And I was like, nope, and I beat them all up, and that was the end of that. Then we go inside of the giant tower. Where's the giant tower anyway? Where is that thing? Oh, it's over here. I don't want to walk over there and go fight what's his face, Majima. Not now. Story time. So then we go in the building. We go to head to the bar, and I think Haruka's like with us this entire time. But we have to go fight MIA, which is like special forces or whatever. And it was really obnoxious because they all had guns, so I'm getting like shot every 2 seconds. But it wasn't doing too much damage, it was just making everything really slow because I kept getting knocked to the ground. So that sucked. But we dealt with it, fought them. I wound up using their guns a lot. I would just pick them up and shoot it back right at them. So we do all that fight. Then we get up to the bar. We see Yumi there. And Haruka and Yumi have a nice reunion. And she's all like, Mom! And she's all like, my daughter, I'm so sorry for all the trouble I put you through. And then Kiryu's like, Yumi, good to see you. And Yumi's like, Kiryu, I've loved you all this time. And then they hug, and it's nice. And then they go to like walk outside or something. Oh no, then a helicopter like pulls up. Oh, and by the way, like in between cutscenes, Date and like one of his superiors go to like head over here because the superior was like, Date, you know what? You were right about the investigation stuff. You weren't just a crazy old man. Like you're actually doing the right thing. And so then they like team up to head over. And then helicopter pulls up to the place. And oh wait, I think isn't there like, can I like hold a button to make it so he like just walks? Yeah, if I hold R1. All right, cool. Makes it easier for me. This whole time I've been just slightly tilting the analog stick forward. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, so then this dude shows up. It was Yumi's husband, the dude from like the one photo. Sorry guys, you're not gonna interrupt my story times. I'm gonna make this quick. But yeah, so dude shows up. Yumi's like, hello, old husband. And he's like, hello, Yumi. I want the 10 billion yen. And Yumi's like, no, I'm actually gonna, like, blow it up. And everyone was like, whoa, what the fuck? And she opens the case that we thought had, like, the money in it. And there was a bomb inside. So, that happened. And then he's like, don't do that. And then he goes to, like, pull the gun out. It's like, oh, he's gonna, like, shoot her. What? And then he actually points it at Haruka. And Kiryu takes the bullet for her. And so that was a little crazy. Then, let's see, what happens after that? Oh, yeah. And then he goes to shoot, what's her face? Goes to shoot Oh no no no! She doesn't have the. She doesn't show the bomb yet. He goes to shoot Yumi, but then Yumi's like, "You wouldn't want to shoot me because I got the bomb." And then that's when she introduced the bomb. And then he's like, "No!" And then she just like goes to leave. And then as Kiryu, we gotta like fight all the dudes in the place, more MIA soldiers with like guns and stuff. And it wasn't too bad, but it was a little annoying with the guns. It was just making it take longer. Because the gun thing is really annoying. At least it doesn't do too much damage, but it just keeps knocking you to the ground while you're trying to fight. And like, the fall sequence is slow, and the getting up sequence is slow. So it just really drags things out. So then after we do all that fighting stuff, we chase what's-his-face. Oh yeah, Date, by the way, Date and his other police dude showed up in a helicopter themselves, and we're like, "Oh, you're under arrest." I think his name was what was the husband's name? I don't know. Basically, the husband just wanted the 10 billion yen to take control of the country and the politics and power or whatever. But the police were like, no, no, no. Date's like, you're under arrest. That's illegal, what you're doing. And he said, where's your evidence? It's like, oh, maybe literally the guns you have right now and like the whole squad you have trying to kill people. I think that's evidence enough. Like, let's be real for a second. But anyways, they shoot at the helicopter. Date had to fly away. We fight the guy. We beat him up. And then it appears he dies in the fight. So like, good, cool. Then we go back inside the building, and oh, yeah, you know what? Let's help this guy out as we continue our story. So we go back inside with Yume, and everyone's like, "Ah, it's finally over. We have a good time." And then Yume is like, "I'm gonna blow up the money still because I'm kind of crazy now, and I don't think anyone should have this money." And then Nishikiyama shows up, and he's like, don't do that. I want the money still. And you would think, like, oh, Nishikiyama, it's all over. Can we just all be, like, friends and stuff again, and family? That'd be nice. But Nishikiyama's like, no, we have to fight. I have to be crazy still. And then, literally, which I don't even know why this shit's blocked, when, literally, game developers, you're so dumb. You spoil that shit in the game opening. Opening credits of the fucking game shows Kiryu and Nishikiyama fighting with like the tattoos out and about and everything in the bar, whatever it's called. What's the bar called? Whatever the fucking Aries bar. Like you show that at the start, and I literally you could tell like, oh, that's gonna be the final fight. So fuck me with the whole you can't record because you show it anyway. You're not hiding anything. You're like, oh, you don't want to show spoilers to people. They have to play for themselves. You fucking spoiled the whole thing to begin with, yourself. So fuck off with that shit. There's more people. I don't want to keep fighting. I just want to keep telling the story. And so the fight goes. Oh, and I gotta say this. Let me say, no, slim woman. Don't be an icy bit. I don't care. I don't care. Fuck it. I'm not gonna be a dick and just let this woman. In times of need, you gotta stand up. You gotta be a hero. Guys, if you see a woman getting harassed by a man, don't just walk away. Be a man and fucking take care of business. Like so. Alright, can we continue the story now? Maybe I should just... Is there like a... Maybe I'll go to the park. Just sit there. I'm skipping your dialogue. I don't care. I saved you. Oh, wait, huh? What? What do you mean, who the hell is this guy? What is it? What do you mean you don't know? What's happening? Wait, what's going on? Oh, goodness. Well, guys, don't jump the gun if... Oh, now he's got a knife. Hope I'm ready to die? Oh, gosh. Alright. Who the fuck is this? Is this like a cameo? Is this like a real guy? That's your chance, run. Alright, this is... Alright, I don't care. I don't care about any of this. Please, everyone. Oh my gosh, and now the police are here. This is getting more and more convoluted. Oh my gosh, it's just one thing after another. Please, can we stop? Dude, I don't even know myself. Officer, can you take it from here? No, I was not the... Can I tell my story? Oh my gosh. What do you mean go down the station again? He looks like someone. This is like a cameo character, I think. I think this is someone. Bro. Well, now doesn't he go to jail? He pulled out a knife and he tried to kill people. The officer's like, he's like, so that means all three of you are going to jail. This guy's a freak. Oh my gosh. Let me be over this. Can I, like, I can't. Oh, yeah, unskippable. That reminds me of another thing. The fucking end credit sequence was unskippable. I had to fucking wait to continue this recording for the whole thing. I was like, bro, you're really gonna block the finale and then force me to watch, like, fucking 15 minutes of credits? Assholes. I wouldn't have cared if the credits were unskippable if I could have recorded the finale. Oh my gosh. Dude, I don't care about the trouble. Just, like, literally stop talking to me. Go away. Let me end this. Oh my gosh, shut up. Shut up! Ugh. Fuck. I'm not walking anymore. I'm staying where we are so I can tell. No, why? Why? Why are we still... why is this still going? Why is this still going? Alright, I'm standing right here. No one bother me. Everyone leave me alone. Alright. Anyway, as we were, the Nishikiyama fight. So, I wanted to say about that fight is the best fight in the entire game. Like, I've had many complaints with the combat in this game. But the Nishikiyama fight, I have to admit, was so clean. It was a great fight, good back and forth. It was a tough challenge too. It wasn't, without being like it wasn't like stupid hard like some of the other fights where it's just like, oh, the enemies are just like bullshit. Like, it's not challenging. You just, like, because the controls are ass, you can't move. No, like, it was, like I said, it was clean. It was a clean fight. Everything was moving fluidly. It was great. Oh my gosh, we gotta run. We gotta run. But yeah, so that pretty good for a final fight in the game. Or not even pretty good. Fantastic for the final fight in the game. So very happy about that. But after that fight ended, then turns out, oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this, but I have to run because they're gonna fight the other fucking people. Whatever. So then, after the fight with Nishikiyama, I'm like losing train of thought because these people are pissing me off. Turns out the guy who was after the 10 billion yen, who was Yumi's husband, whatever, he was still alive. He goes to like, he goes to shoot us, and then, or he shoots us in the leg. No, get out of here. Yeah. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I don't even know what he's asking. He shoots us in the leg, and then he goes to, like, kill us. But Haruka steps in. And you think, like, it seems like she's gonna get shot. And it was like, oh shit, like, it's gonna be like a, you know, crazy moment. But instead, what happens is, Yumi steps in front of her, like Piccolo saving Gohan, and then she gets shot. And now everything's all fucking crazy. Everything's all fucked. Oh, you know, I know where it'll be safe to tell us the rest of the story. It's not too much later. No, I fucking clicked the taxi wrong place. I was like spamming the dialogue. I just want to get through this. So now Yumi's down. Nishikiyama, he's flipping pissed. He's like, no one's getting away with that. Because Nishikiyama, we beat him in the fight, but, you know, obviously we didn't, like, kill him. And so then he stabs husband dude with a knife. They enter in. Oh, yeah, by the way, I forgot this because everyone's distracting me, ruining the story. The pendant that Haruka had the entire time, it was a picture inside because Yumi opens it up, and it turns out that it's a picture of Kiryu. There's a picture of Kiryu all along. And then, like, in some crazy sci-fi shit, Yumi goes and takes the pendant, puts it in some, like, crazy, like, laser system, and it, like, opens up this secret vault in the wall with the 10 billion yen. And then she, like, puts the bomb in there, and then Nishikiyama, like I said, he, like, attacked the husband dude. He, like, stabs him, throws him in the vault, puts him in there, and then he shoots the bomb while they're in the vault. He's like, I'm gonna finish this. Meanwhile, like, Yuri, the fucking... Oh, is it Yuri? I keep calling her Yumi, because I got Yurio in my mind, because I was thinking Nishikiyama is very much like Shin from Fist of the North Star, because it turns out he loved Yumi. I don't know why I thought they were brother and sister, because they all grew up together in the orphanage. I was thinking they were brother and sister, but he had a sister, but it was a different character that we never meet or something, but that was the whole thing with the hospital. I don't know, so anyway, I was confused, but so apparently he loved Yumi. And so, yeah, then they're in the thing, and even though we're all just, like, right outside, he's like, I'm gonna finish this, and he blows the thing up. Somehow we don't die in the explosion. We're fine, well, me and Kiryu and Haruka. Yumi has her, you know, final moments, because she still got shot earlier from when she protected Haruka. And then so she passes, and because the bomb blew up, like, the 10 billion yen winds up flying into the city, and just, like, so everyone's, like, picking it up like it's Tim Burton's Batman and Joker's making it rain money. It's pretty much, like, the same thing. And then Date finally, like, shows up with the police force after all it. And Kiryu's, like, depressed, because he's like, Yumi's dead. He's like, I have nothing. It's over. I don't care about anything anymore. And then Date's like, snap out of it, man. You gotta get a hold of yourself. What about Haruka? You gotta live for her. And then Kiryu's like, oh yeah, Haruka is still here. So then he decides to not, like, go to jail and live with Haruka. And so then that pretty much wraps it up. Then, oh yeah, Kiryu in the will, you know, he's the fourth chairman. Just like I said, I called it. I said, oh, when I saw the will, I was like, let me guess, it's gonna be him in there. It was very obvious. It's not a bad way to, you know, continue the story, and, like, not a bad decision at all. But it was obvious. But that's okay. Sometimes, you know, obvious things aren't necessarily, like, bad. It's obvious because it's, you know, it's the way it should be. But anyways, so Kiryu is the fourth chairman. He gets inducted, but not only is he inducted, he retires the same day. He goes, I'm gonna, which we don't see this, he just, like, tells it to Date, because Date, like, picks him up from, like, the clan headquarters. He gets in the car, and they're all like, Chairman, wait! And he just gets in the car, and he's like, yeah, let's get out of here, Date. And Date's like, wow, you became the chairman and retired in the same day. Never seen that one before. And then Kiryu's like, I made someone the fifth chairman. You'll never guess who. And they don't say it at first, but then a car, like, pulls up on the side, and you see it's the hitman guy that was with, like, Kazuya, I think that was his name, like, the dude who was, like, our pops who died. So the former hitman guy, he, like, passes in the car, and he just gives, like, a nod. Is that the fifth chairman? And Kiryu's like, yeah, that was him. He'll take good care. And I'm like, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's, like, a bad choice or anything, but the thing is, we don't even get to know the character. We barely know him. We, like, just met him at the very end. So, like, I feel like, I don't know, it could have been someone else, I don't know. Not Majima, because he's fucking crazy. But I don't know. The thing is, I feel like because they killed literally every single character in the game, there's like no one else they could have put it as. Literally, like, who could it possibly be, considering everyone in this game is dead? It's like fucking... It's like Zeta all over again. Was it Zeta or Double Zeta? I think it was, yeah, it's like Zeta. Everyone dies at the end of Zeta. Anyways... Yeah, so it just felt weird because we barely got to know the character, so he's fifth chairman. I feel like what they could have done is, because we can't have Kiryu as the chairman forever. He's more the lone wolf type. It's not really his like style to be like chairman. However, what they should have done is, if they were setting up for another game, they should have had him end this game as chairman. Then in the sequel, have him be the chairman. Then you get to have like part of the game like be you as the chairman, where like... I don't know, there's like stuff in the open world that you being chairman like affects. Like, oh, you could like send guys out to do stuff, make money, different tasks, like you have to deal with certain things. Like, it would have been cool. Like to have like chairman like things to do, I guess, whatever, in a sequel. And then at the end of that sequel, you retire as the chairman because Kiryu's like, oh, this really doesn't suit me. And then in the third game, he goes back to being lone wolf. Like, they should have like one game with him as chairman. That would have been cool to see. Would have been nice. Anyway, though, that's pretty much it. And then Kiryu and Date's like, oh, I'm gonna go live at home, be a family man, you know, enough craziness. And Kiryu's like, cool beans, see you later, dude. And then he and Haruka are like, let's go home. And meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, where's home? Is this our home? Like this? Because we don't have a house. We've just been bumming off of people the entire time. We don't have a home. Besides, like, this little shack. Oh, look, there's the dog. Okay, I guess this is our home. I mean, hey, this is better than nothing, I suppose. But yeah, so that was it. Game wrapped up. That's the end. So, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see it all, and I just had to, like, tell the story. But like I said, blame the game developers, the game creators. I don't. Apparently, it's like that for all the Yakuza games. Final chapter is blocked. So, thanks for nothing. But like I said, glad I played the game because it was good. It was good, but I don't think I'll be playing the other ones on the channel. Consider maybe if they add them into the service, maybe then like I'll play it and we'll just have to say fuck it for the ending, like with this. Because I would kind of like to continue. But I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them to continue on the channel, because if we can't, like, show the finale, then forget about it. But overall, I'd give this game, I would say a 9 out of 10. As much as it has pissed me off, I'd give it an honest 9 out of 10. Honestly, if the combat was... This would be a 10 out of 10 game if the combat was good, but the combat fucking sucks. It blows. It does not control great. The final fight, somehow the fight with Nishikiyama was like nothing else in the game. I'm like, why are the other fights not all like this? For some reason, that fight felt fantastic. Everything else, what did they just like? They're like, this is the final fight. We gotta really make it good. Switch the controls for this one. But yeah, everything else just feels like garbage. I don't know why. And that's not just a me opinion. Look it up online. That's everyone's opinion, apparently. But yeah, so besides that, I mean, that's the only thing stopping it, really. Everything else in the game I enjoy. I love the map, love the world, like the story, like the characters. It's fun. It's cool little side stuff you could do, which we didn't really engage in too much. But what little we did, it was fun. And I'm sure I'd enjoy it more if I explored the other stuff more. But anyways, yeah, so we're ending the series. Another series completed on SconzE. It was a long one, but a good one. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, sorry about we couldn't show the final chapter, but blame the game developers, the creators. Don't blame SconzE. Not my fault, their fault. Okay, let's wrap this up for good. I will see you all in whatever the next series may be. Peace out. Bye-bye.